Imagine you're staring at a sprawling mess of code on a Friday evening. Dozens of tightly knotted functions, cryptic names, no comments, and mysterious bugs popping up like whack-a-moles. Robert Martin, the legendary Uncle Bob, steps in to show how this chaos can be tamed, transformed into clean, readable, almost elegant code that sings. What if that nightmare could become your best ally at work instead of your worst? Let's unravel how. What does clean code even mean? It's more than neat indentation or fancy frameworks. It's the DNA of software craftsmanship, and its absence can ruin millions of hours across the industry. Uncle Bob recounts a team struggling with a payroll system. Variable names like X1 or temp were everywhere, making it impossible to understand what was what. When they switched to clear, intent-revealing names, suddenly the entire system became easier to reason about. It was like giving the code a voice. You didn't need a translator. The book compares functions to tiny machines on an assembly line, each designed for one precise task. Imagine a Swiss watch. Every cog has a role, simple and clear. If one cog tries to do 3 jobs at once, the whole watch grinds to a halt. Writing functions that do one thing keeps your code ticking smoothly and your brain less taxed. Code smells are like warning sirens, sometimes subtle, sometimes glaring. Uncle Bob lists them like long functions, duplicated code, or excessive comments. Spotting these smells early is like catching bad habits before they turn toxic, saving your team countless debugging headaches down the road. Writing clean code isn't just about elegance, it's about trust. How can you be sure your masterpiece won't break the moment you push it? The secret weapon? Tests that prove your code does exactly what you intend. Uncle Bob tells the story of a team that adopted test-driven development, TDD. Instead of writing code then tests, they wrote tests first, defining the what before the how. This reverse thinking felt odd at first, but forged a powerful safety net. Bugs dropped, confidence soared, and their code evolved fearlessly under continuous change. Tests aren't just checks, they're stories about what the code should do. Clean tests are as readable as a well-written book, making it easy for anyone on the team to understand the system's behavior without diving deep into code. These tests become your project's living instruction manual. By automating tests, developers spent less time chasing down bugs manually and more time crafting better features. Imagine having a team of tireless quality inspectors working 24/7, alerting you immediately when something breaks. This frees your headspace for creativity, not firefighting. Even the cleanest code can gather dust over time. Refactoring is the secret ritual that breathes new life back into aging code bases. It's agile craftsmanship in motion. One standout case study in clean code walks through a messy booking system riddled with spaghetti code. The team didn't rewrite from scratch. Instead, they peeled the onion layer by layer, making tiny changes that improved clarity and structure while keeping everything functioning. After weeks of this steady refactoring, the system was not just bug-free, but elegant. Refactoring is like tuning a classic car. You replace old parts, tighten screws, polish surfaces without changing the car's soul. Code's behavior stays the same, but it gets easier to understand, modify, and extend. Uncle Bob emphasizes that refactoring requires discipline and courage. It's not a chore but a craft. The payoff? Less time wrestling with bugs long-term and more time innovating. Teams that make refactoring a habit dramatically lower their technical debt, which means less burnout and more respect for their own work. It turns out neat code isn't just nice. It's the most productive path forward. Remember that tangled Friday night code from the start. With meaningful names, trusted tests, and steady refactoring, you turn that nightmare into your best teammate, reliable, readable, and ready for the future. Try this today. Pick one function in your codebase, rename it to reveal its true purpose, and watch how your brain relaxes. Clean code is a journey. Start small, think big. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.